In the heart of the Arabian desert, where sand stretches for hundreds of miles, there is a mystery that has puzzled explorers, scientists, and storytellers for centuries. A city once stood here rich, proud, and powerful, but one day it vanished. No war, no fire, no warning, just gone. This is the story of Ubar, also called Iram of the Pillars, a place some call the Atlantis of the sands. And whether legend or truth, its tale still echoes through the dunes. The first people to speak of Ubar lived thousands of years ago. The city appears in the Qur'an, where it's described as a city of tall pillars, great wealth, and people who turned away from truth. Many believe it was the home of the people of Uad, a strong and proud tribe that lived in the south of the Arabian Peninsula. They were known for their advanced architecture and great prosperity. But according to the holy texts, their arrogance angered God. It is said that a terrible storm came. For 8 days and nights, the wind howled and the sand raged. When the storm finally passed, the city was gone. Not a single trace remained. The tale of Ubar became more than just a warning. It became a symbol of divine justice, pride, and the fragility of human power. The Qur'an in Surah Al-Fajr mentions, "Have you not seen how your Lord dealt with Lod? Iram, with lofty pillars, the like of which was not created in the land." The people of Ubar, once unmatched in splendor, were erased. For centuries, no one could say for sure if Ubar was real or just a powerful story. Bedouin tribes passed down stories of a lost city swallowed by the sands. Western explorers in the 19th century grew curious. Bertram Thomas, the first European to cross the Rub al Khali or the Empty Quarter, heard local legends about a place where ruins lay buried under dunes. T.E. Lawrence, known as Lawrence of Arabia, called it the Atlantis of the sands. But the desert is vast. Searching for a single city in the world's largest sand desert was like finding a grain of salt in the ocean. Still, the legends persisted, and hope never died. To understand why Ubar was important, we have to go back over 2,000 years to the days when incense was more valuable than gold. Frankincense, a fragrant resin used in religious rituals, medicine, and perfumes, came from trees in the Dhofar region of modern Oman. These trees only grew in very specific conditions. Caravans of camels carried sacks of frankincense across the harsh desert. The traders followed what came to be known as the Incense Road, a network of routes leading to the Mediterranean, Mesopotamia, and even India. These routes required stops for water, for rest, for trade. Ubar may have been one of the most important stops. It may have been more than just a city. It could have been a hub, a center of wealth and control. Some historians believe Ubar taxed the caravans, managed the water supply, and held strategic power in the region. Its wealth would have been impressive enough to inspire legends. In the 90s, everything changed. Nicholas Clapp, a filmmaker and amateur archaeologist, was fascinated by Ubar. He teamed up with scientists and even reached out to NASA. Using satellite radar technology, they examined images of the desert. And they noticed something odd, faint, straight lines running beneath the sand. These lines looked like they could be the paths of ancient caravans. When traced, many of them pointed toward a small location in southern Oman, a place called Shisr. Archaeologists began digging. What they found astonished them. There were foundations of stone towers, walls, and even a deep well. The city appeared to have been built on top of a massive limestone cave. Over time, the cave collapsed, and part of the city fell into the earth. Could this be Ubar? One of the most compelling theories is that Ubar, or Shisr, was built over a large underground cavern. The well that supplied the city with water may have weakened the limestone slowly. Over years, perhaps centuries, erosion hollowed out the ground. Eventually, it collapsed. To ancient eyes, watching from afar, it might have looked like the earth itself was punishing the city. Buildings falling, dust rising, nothing left. It's easy to see how such an event could become legend. Some say it's divine punishment. Others say it's geology. Even now, not everyone agrees. Some archaeologists believe Shisr was not a grand city, but a small outpost, a fortified caravan stop. But legends don't always grow from nothing. A small but powerful trade station, controlling a rare water source and key routes, could become a myth over time. Oral traditions passed down through centuries tend to grow with each telling. The pride of its people, the sudden collapse, and the strange fate of the site could all have combined into something greater, the myth of Ubar. There are similar stories across other deserts in North Africa, in Persia, and even in Central Asia. Lost cities, swallowed by sand or cursed by the gods. Ubar might be one of many, or the one that inspired them all. Long ago, Ubar vanished, but its story remains. A reminder that power fades and time buries even the proudest cities. But history doesn't disappear. It waits in ruins, in legends, and in the stories we share. If you want to uncover more forgotten worlds, subscribe and join us as we follow the whispers of the past.